Today's topic is about body dysmorphia, it's about body image disorder. It's a very important subject, and I want you to bear patience as I present it to you. I'm not the perfect guy to present everything on social media. I tend to be more educational person, but this is very important because it's a very important subject and it should not be taken lightly. So bear patience, learn as much as possible, and you have any comments for me on my social media performance, kindly leave it to me or contact me. Share this information with everyone because it's gonna benefit you, gonna benefit everyone you need. Body dysmorphia, body image disorder is a very sensitive topic, and here you go.
Muscle dysmorphia is a psychological condition some believe results from an overfocus on the physical ideal. The perspective through which men view their appearances affects their fitness aspirations, which differs from the perspective through which women view their own physique. And because of this great emphasis on a muscular physique, men work out to increase their morphological size. Besides, the desire for muscle mass may be linked to the increased danger of consuming anabolic steroids and other health supplements whose efficacy has yet to be proven. In extreme cases, the desire for muscle mass can emerge as a type of body dysmorphic disorder known as muscle dysmorphia. Still, not all men are concerned about their muscle mass. Gay men are often more prone than heterosexual men to have the drive to be skinny due to media portrayal, and they are more likely to suffer from dietary and body image disorders. Muscle dysmorphia, a type of body dysmorphic disorder characterized by a collection of attitudes and actions displayed primarily by men who have a strong need to be more massive, even though they are already objectively thicker than the majority of other men. People with muscle dysmorphia frequently wear baggy clothing to cover up what they perceive to be an incredibly insufficient level of muscle mass and suffer high degrees of anxiety and guilt about exhibiting their bodies in society. Dr. Grieve lists 4 broad groups of factors that, in his opinion, affects muscle dysmorphia: socio-environmental, emotional, psychological, and physiological. A greater likelihood of using anabolic steroids exists among men with muscle dysmorphia. Dysfunctional eating pattern. Modifying eating habits or the specific foods or nutrients one consumes can result in a change in one's perception of their own body. This is likely most evidently observed in bodybuilding and combat sports, where participants may significantly lower their overall or caloric intake before a match, before consuming a large number of calories afterward. Several men who are not participating in athletic competitions indulge in eating behaviors and techniques that may not be compatible with their own fitness and optimal nutritional needs. Dieting to gain muscle requires extreme eating behavior and discipline, including 5 to 6 daily meals. Alternating between phases of weight gain and loss is another common trend. To achieve the ideal physical state, the cycle is frequently repeated periodically. The likelihood of excessive weight or fat gain over time with this form of cycling is a huge concern. Also, repeated cycling may cause undesirable physiological changes, such as blood fat rises, kidney alterations, and detrimental consequences on blood pressure. Performance-enhancing drugs. There is mounting data that suggests a connection between man's desire for the bodybuilder ideal and their usage of performance-enhancing substances. Peds, however, are rarely consumed by themselves and are frequently combined with a variety of both legal and illicit substances, including thyroid-stimulating hormone, fat-burning supplements, and painkillers. These supplementary treatments, are intended to lessen the severity of certain ped-related side effects. Peds are often consumed in cycles or according to set dosages and consumption times. The minimal data available indicates that there is a growth in cycle quantity throughout the duration, with a typical cycle of ped reaching roughly 1000 mg per week. Peds can have a wide range of negative side effects, including serious psychological and physical issues. The majority of users do experience negative effects, the most frequent of which are acne, testicular shrinkage, sadness, anxiety, and hostility. However, these side effects usually go away at the end of a cycle. Cardiovascular complications, on the other hand, are the most severe physical adverse effects. Sexual orientation. In a population survey, homosexual male teenagers reported body image disorder at a rate of 27.8% compared to 12% for heterosexual male teenagers. The same goes for eating disorder screening tests, where homosexual men do much more. Throughout all previous years, homosexuality portrayed through the media as femininity. For instance, the media frequently portrays Latino African American homosexual men as having female identities and or being female impersonators. On the other hand, homosexuals who adopt a more masculinized body image are more likely to have body image problems related to muscle mass. Concerns about steroid use, workout obsession, and heavy drinking behavior are of the utmost importance for this demographic. To conclude, the investigation into man's body image and the desire for muscle is still in its infancy, as are those into its causes, effects, and relations. Men exercise to increase lean muscles and dietary strategies to achieve the physical ideal. However, a few men who pursue this goal may develop muscle dysmorphia. Additionally, some will indulge in risky dieting cycling, the use of nutritional supplements, and the use of pets to maximize their desires. Conversely, homosexual males are more susceptible to eating disorder and body image disorder than heterosexual men, indicating that body image impacts may be more complicated in this demographic. Future studies should investigate these problems and broaden our knowledge of men's body confidence difficulties, with an emphasis on how these challenges might affect diagnosis and treatment.